it's that it takes a level of patience to use homeopathy. So when we're using homeopathy, whether it be for acutes or chronics, but we're talking about acute. So when you use homeopathy for your acute conditions, you have to remember we're here for long-term health. Think long-term health. You can't rush homeopathy. So let's get, that's what it was too, that you said your body's working really hard. I want to speak to that, where a lot of moms get really upset that their child won't eat while they're sick. Well, he hasn't eaten in 8 hours. He hasn't eaten 12, 24, 48 hours. That's perfectly fine. So it takes energy for your body to digest food, and your body knows to conserve that energy to heal the acute condition that's happening. So we're not hungry when we're sick, and that's perfectly fine. The thing, I mean, they need to be drinking, right? They have to stay hydrated, but we don't have to eat. It's okay. The other thing is the patience, the level of patience. I've done this many times, but my most recent experience that I can just share is, just suddenly getting itchy on my body, and it's taken. I am now, which started out acute, right? Because it was a brand new thing that I hadn't dealt with before. Now it's become chronic, but it's getting very much better. So I'm definitely very much better than I was 2-3 weeks ago. But I'm 5 or 6 weeks in right now. So I've thought about this several times. If you've been itchy for any reason, whether it be eczema or a liver, thing or whatever's happening, you know how maddening it can be. And so I've thought about this many times, like how many people would have said, forget this, I'm going to the doctor, I'm going to put steroids on, I don't even care, I'll figure it out later. And I just, I'm just sticking with the remedies. I'm just taking them. I'm hanging in there. And the same thing with acute stuff like a flu. Just decide. You know what? We're gonna have to stay home and rest. And I think that's part of what people get upset about is we have stuff to do. We have parties coming up. We have this. We have that. We have church. We have all these things that we want to do. Oh no, they're going to miss this child's birthday party. I do acute consults, and they say we're going on vacation next week. She has to be better by next week, and I'm like, you can't rush homeopathy. I'm sorry. You plan to be home and rest.
And I do think over time, from what I've experienced, and the idea behind homeopathy, especially for young kids, like as I was treating colds, coughs, and flus with homeopathy over the years, their bodies do not take as much reminding anymore. Like we just currently were sick with something that was going around here through like everyone, really bad, like sinus stuff and coughs. And now we're on like a lot of using homeopathy, like 7 or 8, most of my kids' lives, but probably only 5, like consistently. Yeah. And I first noticed it winter of 2022. So this is like the second full year we're experiencing of using really only homeopathy. And we did get it, my family, my kids, 2 of them, not my oldest. So my other 2, so much more mild. It's not lasting as long. It's moving through them. So it's still not just going away, but it's significantly more mild. And when I gave remedies, their bodies responded. A couple of them got fevers, they did respond, but it's not lingering like it did before. It never was crazy severe. One had an earache on one ear one night, really bad. It was painful, but only for a few hours. The next night it was the other ear for a few hours. We used the remedies. He was totally fine.